Mo Gilligan, can you hear me?
Hey, what's up? What's up? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm good. Your screen behind you, if you're not watching this on social media right now, it's blurry behind. What are you hiding behind you? What is it you're blurring out?
No, it's just a mess. It used to be my office, but it's just literally like boxes and it's become a mini storage unit basically. So yeah, the world doesn't need to see
Nobody's judging. Nobody's judging.
the recycling boxes.
So I was just watching your Netflix. You got a new Netflix special. Is it your second?
This is my third one. This
It's
is
your
my third
third.
special. Yeah, this is my third special. So yeah, my biggest one at the moment, because we've done it at the O2 Arena in London. So in front of like 17,000 people. So it's yeah, it was my kind of this is like my big one, if you want to call it that. Do you know what I mean?
It's called In the Moment, right? So how does it work? Like I don't know. Do you do a couple different shows and then you take the best of those shows, or is it just like no, we hit record and we just roll, baby?
Yeah, it's kind of like that, really. I did do this show for close to 18 months. It started in February 2024 and it only ended in May 2025. Just close to 18 months. And yeah, whenever I've done a special before, so anyone listening, when you record a special, you normally record two in one night, or sometimes you do one the night before and one the next night. We didn't get that because you get different scenes, different cuts, what worked well, what didn't work well. And my other two are basically filmed like that. So my other two specials are filmed where we've recorded it twice in one night. We do a matinee show and an evening show. I didn't get the luxury this time to do that because it's in front of like 17,000 people. So yeah, and we just hit record and that was the show really. So what you're seeing is happening in real time, the laughter and everything else. But yeah, we just done it in press recording and we filmed it. Yeah.
Is that like the dream to get the Netflix show, or is it the nightmare? Is it what you always wanted? And part two of that is it what you thought it would be?
Yeah, I think this is my third one. So this one I kind of wrote it as a show that would also be on Netflix, even though I didn't have any prior commission back then, but I kind of wrote the show to an international audience as it was definitely a show that I kind of orchestrated in a sense of like the show needs to work in, I don't know, Denmark, but also needs to work in New York and the Dubai. So yeah, a lot went into that. So yeah, I guess that's kind of the gift of Netflix is that anyone can watch this around the world and hopefully relate to it. Sorry.
I'm telling you, I'm American. We had no idea what Waitrose is. I'm going through some of the stuff you're talking about. It's like, would I know that as an American before moving to Dubai? It's like, some of it. Council. What is council? Like, you mean like the city council? No, no. He's talking about living in the. Yeah. So yeah, when you come to Dubai, it's going to be more like when you're in London. I think a lot more people will understand what you're talking about and kind of have that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The
I did do I done this show in Dubai. I think it was last year, maybe 2024 for the Dubai Comedy Festival. And yeah, had a lovely reception. It was great. Everyone really came out. And yeah, there's sometimes I do want to alter my comedy. So, sometimes it's more understandable, but also I kind of need to let people have a view into my world. So if I changed it too much then people will be like, "Yo, you're British. What are you talking about Walgreens for?" Do you know what I
but yeah, nobody don't say Walgreens in Dubai. Nobody know what that is. That's for
mean?
sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll bet. So you've been to Dubai before when people, maybe people who don't know you so well, they hear, "Oh,
Yeah.
Mo, he's one of us. He's one of us. He's coming to Dubai."
Yeah, alhamdulillah, man. Come on, man. So yeah, it's funny because a lot of people think my name is Mohammed. So
Just go
listen,
with it, dude. Go with it. Whatever sells tickets.
oh yeah, 100%, man. Listen, I gotta get these tickets out, man. So yeah, but no, I'm always welcomed with open arms whenever I come to Dubai. This would only be my second time coming to Dubai, and the first time I came, it was honestly I was so blown away of the amount of people that came out to the show and showed support. It's a place I go to quite often, whether it's holidays, work stuff as well. So yeah, and for me anyways, and get some sun. There's no sun here at the UK at the moment. So actually a little bit, but yeah,
My wife is from London. She grew up in London. She lived there most of her life, and she's like, "There's never sunshine." I'm like, "I have seen the sun in London. You guys complain about no sun. There's sun in London."
there is, but it's not the Dubai sun. It's not that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. Yeah, looking really, really looking forward to doing the show in Dubai.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Do you have like a favorite Dubai moment? Something that is very Dubai, or just something that's like, "Oh wow, that surprised me."
I think the moment I think when I went to the mall for the first time ever, and I was like, this is basically a miniature city inside a mall. And it's I think I was in there. I just walked around first just to be like, this place is so big. And then I seen the aquarium inside the mall.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, oh my God. But there was a part of me that was like, who's going to work here? What everyone's drinking coffee. Like, is anyone going to work? Is there any work to be done? Because everyone's just chilling, having a coffee. So
I
yeah,
feel the
I
same
do
way.
go to
I
from
feel the
there.
same. If you go out on like a Tuesday night and you see all these people at the club, it's like, what do these people do? I mean, don't they have to be
Yeah,
up
yeah,
early
yeah,
tomorrow? But there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
No, I think even when I've gone for like just holiday and had time off and stuff, yeah, it's you kind of normalize yourself seeing kids wearing like Dior shoes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This is way different from my lifestyle growing up, and I think you had kind of a similar situation. I grew up real poor. I lived with my grandmother. We got I don't know if you know what government cheese is. If you've ever
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
so we
yeah,
got
yeah.
government cheese and food stamps and government peanut butter. And now living in Dubai, this I don't know what this life is. I have a feeling maybe you had sort of a I don't know at what point going from
Mhm.
you said you lived in was it council housing? Is that what it's called?
Yes,
Going
yeah, yeah.
from that, at what
Mhm.
point did you start realizing, huh, this is the way the other half lives, or this is how other people was there something you bought or some experience you had where it's like, wow, things have changed. Things for me have finally changed.
I think once seeing it would go to my other friends' houses at school, and when I'd go to their house and they would tell their parents off, then I'm like, oh, this is a different way of living. When, do you know what I mean? You've got like some of the quite posh and wealthy kids tell their mum, no, I'm not having spaghetti bolognese. And I was like,
and you
oh my God.
and then
Like,
your parents would say, well, then you're not going to eat. I know I got that. I'm like, I don't want
yeah,
dad. I don't want bean
yeah.
soup. He's like, well, you're not eating then. Yeah.
That was definitely some of my earlier memories. And I think just for myself, it's weird. When you grow up in an environment where, there's not great wealth around you and you don't really know it. You're just kind of in it. So a lot of my childhood I kind of look at as great memories because all we done was just play outside and climb trees and stuff like that. So yeah, you don't really know you're in it because you're all in it together, if that makes sense. But then I guess for myself, when things started like changing, it was, like the first time going on a business class flight, which was the thing that blew my mind. Funnily enough, I had a show in Australia. My first time was at 2018, and I would normally just go on a plane and you go on a plane and you go on and you just go right. So that's what I was so used to. You walk on the plane, you go right. And I done that, and it was like, no, 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 so you're over here. And I'm like, oh, why is it like, where am I going, man? Like, and knowing this was like business class, I was like, this is insane. That was like the first time, and that was at the time when I was like, probably like, I don't know, 29, 30 maybe. And, a friend of mine who's a good friend of mine, he's my tour manager. He went with me to Australia. We flew on Etihad Airways, and we got off the flight. I think we landed in Melbourne, so it was quite a long flight. And I said to him, I was just like, "Oh, what did you have for your starter? For your starter for food?" He said, "Starter?" He said, "All my food came on one tray." So that for me was my first time. Was that okay? There's a different side to this life I'm yet to experience. But yeah, the business class for me was probably the one where it was like, "Ooh, this is a bit different." And I'll be honest, I don't think I'm ever going back.
I can't, dude. I'm not in a place, and I've had business, and it is the most incredible thing. But I don't think I could. I don't think I could ever get to the point where I could spend that kind of money on a plane seat. I'm like, I can suffer, and I'm 6'5". So it is
Yeah.
horrible, dude. It is horrible
Oh,
to smash yourself in an economy seat. But I'm like, I'm not spending that. I can't. I can't do it. I can't rationalize it. And I don't know.
hey,
Maybe for you, I don't know. Does the poor kid ever come out of your mind? Because the poor kid, I do okay. You know, I'm not super wealthy or anything, but I can't believe the lifestyle that I can live. But the poor kid is always still up here.
oh yeah, listen, if I'm in business class, I'm taking all of the toiletries, all of the drinks, all of the, I never take advantage. I never see it as like this is a given. Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, if because for me, sleep is the most crucial thing for my work kind of ethic. The amount of like, energy I put into shows and, directing of shows and how I want it to come across. If I know I've got to travel for, anything longer than 8 hours, then I just need at least 4 hours sleep while traveling. But sleep is like my thing, like over anything, over fitness, food, sleep is like my top priority. But no, the poor kid definitely comes out when I'm in business class. I'm sitting there like, listen, I'm gonna make sure I experience every part of this business class trip. I'm taking the toiletries, the free snacks, the sweets, the fruit. So yeah, I'm coming out with something basically.
I think that's one of the things that makes you relatable because you live that life, right? So you know both sides of things, and that's when I'm watching your Netflix specials and stuff that really comes through. You can tell that you're very relatable, and I think that's what makes you very
Oh, man.
funny. So
Yeah, thank
yeah,
you, thank you. I think you have to be as a comic, I know my audience want to see where I'm at in life and what I do, and I do like putting on a show for people. That's why it takes so long sometimes to write a show because yeah, I can go out there and do crowd work, but I kind of save that for just if I'm just in a club and I've just turned up, whereas if it's in a nice grand theater and I've got nice lighting changes or little music cues, I know you want to have an insight to where's your life at right now? What do you do? What's it like? So yeah, but telling people from my perspective of like this is still insane. Like I can't pretend like it's not.
did you work in the Levi's store at Covent Garden over there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I worked in a few stores. I worked in an Apple store. I worked at Reese. Yeah, but that was my last retail job. It was in Levi's. Yeah.
Do you have the best folded jeans in your closet right now?
So luckily enough, all my stuff is on hangers now, which is quite cool. But whenever I go into a shop, I went to a Levi's shop not too long ago, and I can't help but put things back the way that I found it. And I'm talking the way that it looked. Like some people just fold it up and go. For me, it's like, no, no, I go back into putting it in the right size. And I always get people come up and be like, excuse me, do you work here? I'm like, I'm like, no,
Not
man.
anymore. Not anymore. I'm business
Yeah.
class, baby.
Yeah, but anytime I'm in a retail shop, I make sure I put things back exactly how I found it. It just fit, and even like when it comes to the spacing of sometimes the coat hangers, I'm like, okay, let's just put that to the left a little bit to
Is that
where
OCD or is that just being respectful?
it's a mixture of both. It's OCD and just respectful because I know what it's like to be that retail person. And look, like when you work in retail, you're just like, look, my job is just to basically just keep organizing this for the rest of the day, and that's fine. But if I can make their job easier, then yeah.
You were posting stuff on like what social media early on, right back in the day when you were like doing those jobs. Did Drake
Yeah.
repost some stuff of yours?
Yeah, so he commented on a few of my early videos, and then I had this quote I used to say with his character, which was called like "Get a couple of cans," which was like this kind of geezer character. Sun comes out, and he put a picture up of him and another UK artist called Gigs, and he used what I said in the caption. He's like really enjoying his Judy getting a couple of cans with her, and then overnight everyone was like, "Oh God, Drake quoted you! Oh my God, that's your caption!" And yeah, it massively helped at a time where I was still trying to tour and stuff, and still trying to build my name in the UK as well, get people to come to shows. Do you know what I mean? So that was huge at the time, especially as a young comic, and you're like, oh, raw. Like, and there's a ton of other celebrities who was always liking my stuff, but at that stage when you're, someone you listen to as well, you're like, oh, this is quite cool, man.
Have you had a chance to like meet him, thank him, talk to him, hang out
Yeah,
with him?
yeah. I've seen him at a few events and festivals. Like I seen him at Wireless Festivals in the UK, and then there's like Top Boy screenings and stuff and whatnot. And yeah, he's just really nice, man. Really nice, down to earth guy. It's so funny because every time, not I say every time I see him, it's only been a few times, but he's always mad cool, and everyone around me is like, "Hey, bro, like he really knows who you are." Like, bro, he's not faking it. He really knows. So yeah, but yeah, he's real cool, man.
That's got to be the coolest. You got to be. I mean, you're just loving life. Are you just loving life, or is the work so much that you can't really focus on loving life as much?
No, it's like a mixture. I think now I'm in a place where, touring and, putting out specials of work. I'm now fortunate enough to have a nice little bit of work that people can kind of look and be like, oh wow, we can watch that one and that one. And from that comes other things, other projects. And for me, it's like I like working, but I also like having my time off. So, start of the year, I tend to work like quite flat out, and then I tap kind of my summertime is my time off really, just to be with my family and my friends and stuff as well. So it's just like a good give and take, but also, with the age I'm at in this age, this is you've just got to keep going until yeah, you get to a point where you're like, okay, cool now. But I think gone are the days of being like, I'm gonna take a year off. Like put a special and a year off. I just don't think that I'm always like, I've got this idea, I want to try that, I want to do this, and how can we make that work? And I think, you don't want to put out a special and then before you know it, it's another 3 years until you go on tour. So yeah, like life is good. I can't complain. But at the same time, yeah, I want to take the show to people, as much as you get to watch it on the Netflix. I want to come to the likes of a Dubai or an LA or Singapore and, take the show to people in a live experience.
Well, I'm looking out our window. The sun is shining. I'm looking at the Burj Al Arab. Off in the distance is the Burj Khalifa. Right next to it is Dubai Opera. We cannot wait to have you on stage March 18th at Dubai
Thank
Opera. All new material. This isn't what you're going to see on Netflix, right?
Oh, no, 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 no. There's no way I could come all the way to Dubai to do the same show. You'd be like, hang on a
I'm
minute.
telling you, I'm telling you, there's some uncles out there. It's like, why? Why don't we buy tickets? I could just watch on Netflix.
Yeah, yeah, and I think it's also because my show names are so similar. So like, the first tour is called Momentum, then there's Mode to Life, and then the last show is called In the Moment. This one's called The Mo You Know.
Yes.
Um, but no, brand new material that's never been aired publicly on television that I don't also put on social media. So yeah, brand new hour of show.
We'll make
It's
sure.
about an
Yeah.
hour and 20 at the moment, the show. So I might have to cut it down a little bit to be fair.
No, we want more. Mo. We want Mo. We want Mo. Mo. It's the Mo you know. See him at Dubai Opera on March 18th, and of course, if you want to kind of catch up with his life, very funny. I especially love the bit about you coming into the LA club. I have lived that, except you went very hard. You went very hard in the LA club. I love that. The amazing story. Watch it on Netflix in the moment and see Mo Gilligan. He is fantastic, and he might fold your jeans for you if you catch him
Anyway,
out at the store. All right. I appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much.
thank you so much. Thanks for having me on. I really, really appreciate your time, guys.
Yeah, man. I'll see you. We'll see you March 18th.
Yeah, see you on the 18th, guys. See you later.
Thank
Take
you.
care.